Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So, who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
25-yard attempt.
And Gould is able to pull it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Tackle that time by Jaquiski Tartt.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen. There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle by Arik Armstead.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you're on.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Third and long for Love. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
49ers 3.
Play fake. Here's Love. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, So he's got to take this.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception, Love. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Love from the gun. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Yeah. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And some room to roam now. The twat. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.